All right. Hello, everybody. It is currently day 26. I know it's a Wednesday, so I'm recording and uploading this video, so I did not end up making my video earlier in the week like I intended, but here I am. I didn't miss a day, and things are going well, I think. A couple things I wanted to talk about this update I've just been thinking about. I think I mentioned a little bit of this in the last video. I'm not 100% sure, but I think my work output with even an hour a day is actually better than if I was strictly grinding it out. You know, like I have a lot of perspective. There's a lot of perspective that comes with coming back to a problem, and I'm doing that every single day. With this project, and I just have a lot of, like, things are kind of fall into place. Like there's a limit to how far there's a limit to like how many days in a row you gain this benefit from, right? So it's like, okay, if you work in a thing for a week, right? There's like a week. I don't know exactly what the working memory situation works like actually biologically looks like, but at least for me it seems that like there's a build up time, right, where you get the momentum of working on the same project consistently, that you can play out, and there's like so many hours and then also so many days that can play out. And there's benefit in both dimensions, right? Um, so when I was previously like working, like, okay, I go like 8 hours a day or 12 hours a day or something like that, right? You get into the flow state, and that really freaking helps. And if you're not in the flow state, then you are going to be outputting less. But coming back to the problem the second day, it's just like I don't know, third day, fourth day, it's just way. I mean, things just click. It's just way more straightforward. The idea of like having your brain. There's Paolo's first appearance. Your brain will like work while you're sleeping, right? So if you think about a problem and then go to bed, well, guess what? You might have an answer when you wake up. That sort of thing. That sort of idea. It's not just that direct. There's also just feel like just you're putting time into a thing so your brain optimizes for that thing, right? As a natural adaptation. Um, and I'm seeing that, and that's really I think I both feel like I'm getting a lot of work done, but I also feel like I'm not really getting that much work done. When in reality, like I've never really worked on a project this scale. Um, I guess I mean like at what I've got right now, yeah, I have, but not where I intend to be at the end of the 100 days. Um, but I am still like this past week. I was just an hour or maybe a little over that, but not much more over. You know, um, just because I need to go sleep, and I still have been programming as my final thing for the day. So I haven't slept well the past couple days. Just because, yeah, I mean it'll be like 11 when I finish, if not later, right? Not good, not good. Part of that is me and Allie, my girlfriend, went to. So on Saturday, it's the last weekend of the Texas State Fair, and it's the nicest weather we've had since before the summer, right? It's like clear blue skies, 70 degrees is the high. I think it might even be 68, something like that. Super nice. Fahrenheit, obviously. And yeah, it was super nice. It was, I mean, gorgeous day. Absolutely perfect day. Beautiful day. And it's the last day of the fair. And we decided to go to the fair that weekend because we hadn't gone yet. We were planning to go earlier. Didn't Things fell through, but we went. And oh my god, the traffic was so bad. We said, screw it. Everybody's here at the fair. Let's go to Six Flags, which is like normally like maybe 20, 30 minutes away from where the fair was located. And traffic was really bad. I think there might have been an accident. I'm not 100% sure. I can't believe that the traffic off of like the major road, I think it was like 75 or something. I don't know. I don't know the area of Dallas well enough yet, but was so backed up. It couldn't have just been the fair. I swear to God, it couldn't have been that far back. But maybe it was, like, honestly. But traffic was really bad, and then we get to Six Flags, and I mean, cars are not moving. And we're wrapped all the way around to like there's like this huge like bend in the road that like circles um like maybe a quarter of Six Flags, like the property that goes all the way to like there's like a stadium over there and whatnot. It's like past the stadium. Like it's like, I mean, it's literally. I mean, we're not moving. All right, I saw a car move. We sat there for 30 minutes. I'm like, this is not happening. So we ended up going home. So we wasted like 4 or 5 hours that day, and then come back Sunday, at 11:20 in the morning, when like, or sorry, 12:20 in the morning, and opens at 12, and came back Sunday, which like I'm not doing anything. I just wake up and then we're going to Six Flags basically after eating breakfast, um, and dogging and whatnot. And we get there, and we're there for 5 hours, and we ride 2 rides. Oh, oh. I'm amazed. So I was really happy. Like nobody was on their phone waiting in line, even though we're waiting for like an hour and a half. Two of the big rides that we want to go on were just down for maintenance at the time. It's like, it sucked so bad. It's like I'm not going to a theme park without a fast pass. I know I'm not gonna go like very much at all because fast pass are, goddamn it. It's like you're adding. It's like 5 times the cost if you do a daily fast pass, maybe 4 times the cost. I don't remember. On top of, not necessarily on top of, but you get the idea. That's including the on top of fee. It's 5 times the expense. And but you actually go on rides then. So probably go on 10 times the amount of rides with that thing. Because I mean, it's just such a free. It was because I mean, again, like 2 of the major rides were closed, and again, it's still the nicest weekend we've had. Yeah, it was a long day. But then like I programmed both those days when we got home. But I also had a lot of work to do, for school. So I didn't really get ahead on school like I wanted. Not as much as I wanted. I mean, also like, okay, you're not supposed to be ahead in school. I'm putting in more work to get ahead in school. So it's not like easy to get ahead. But then you spend 12 hours in your weekend, or more than that even, if you count driving back and forth on Sunday. Driving your car around Dallas, like, yeah, and at Six Flags, but yeah, we want to go again though, but like with a fast pass because but not for a while again. But even still, yeah, a lot of time was spent on that. It was fun. It was a good time. Me and her used some time together, so worked out. And I've also been rollerblading. I think I've rollerbladed only like 3 times for like 3 hours total. In the past, it's coming up on a week, I think. Actually, I think did it come Wednesday? Yeah. So so I was like, oh yeah, the video at the end of the video, I'm like, all right, my rollerblade's coming tonight, right? Actually got early, so I immediately went out there, and I bought pads as well. Because do not ride rollerblades without pads. Oh god, and a helmet. Yeah, I would advise against it. Like specifically just rollerblades, more so than any other thing you could ride. But yeah, and I was like there with as the ambulance people are dropping off the pads too. I'm like, you guys got my packages? Got any more for me? They're like, I don't know. So whatever. But yeah, then I picked that up and went out again a couple more times, getting better. So that's nice. Sorry, back on track. There's something else that I want to talk about, but I think that's the main thing is that like the progress is yeah, okay. So now having spent a quarter of the 100 days of code on this project, even though I feel like I haven't done like a crazy amount, it's very basic stuff so far. I'm mostly learning a lot, and I'm not really putting in. I mean, it's like okay, I put in like maybe 40 hours. That's not that many hours. That's like a week. So can I make this in a week? Yeah, I can make this in a week. That's what it is at full time, right? But I mean, that's the nature challenge. But building consistency, you get the idea. Busy with school, yada yada. But I'm at the point where it's like, man, there are other things that interest me too. Like I want to do this and that and that. But there's some wisdom that I've taken on, I guess from extended family and just in general, all over the place you'll find this stuff that I've taken to heart and I kind of want to, embrace entirely, which is I think the one that's come to mind, it's a family friend, I guess family, Don. I don't know, he's like one of the funnest people in our family. So we have so much fun every Thanksgiving. God, every family's gonna be jealous of our family. But yeah, there's something that I think it's his dad or something said to him, which was the idea of complete the mission, right? I never really got that growing up. That was in the message. Those were the messages that were omitted from my upbringing. Everyone has some message. That's the one that happened with me. But they don't get that is, and that's the one. But it's everything. I think it's so important. Otherwise, you're not really going anywhere, right? So it's not just like do something every day that I've been saying, like do something every day, program. Okay, it's not. It's not go in a direction and go in that direction. You know, if you turn around 180 every day, even though you're doing something every day, guess what? You're not going anywhere. You know, it's not necessarily 180. Like, I mean, you can, you know, but it's not something you should do. And I have a tendency to do that. That's what I've been doing this whole time. You know, it's not like I don't do things. I haven't been. It's not like I haven't been doing things for 4 years or however long since the coding bootcamp. But I haven't focused on any particular thing. You know, I've got, you know, the T, right? Got the T. I got the broad, the top of the T, or whatever you want to look at. I've got a super wide perspective on a lot of things. Like one thing I was gonna build a laser mount that you can mount to your ceiling for your cat or dog to chase or whatever, and just like automate it. It's like super nice. I'm like, I don't want you to be bored, dog. You know, because I couldn't find one. I was like, that's such a simple and easy thing to make, and it'd be a really cool project to do, and whatever. Yeah. But that's a pivot. You know, I want to build the deep knowledge in an area. You know, I'm tired of, you know, changing my mind about what I want to do. That's the whole point of this challenge. At least for me in this moment. I mean, it's build consistency, right? But I want to build something, a thing. I want to build a thing, the entirety of a thing, and I want to complete the mission. You know, so that's really the wisdom I'm gonna embrace, and I'm doing it. I think I am. I think yesterday or the day before, there were tough days. I didn't sleep well again, so you know whatever, and had to go to bed. I'm staying later than I should, but oh well. But I'm still doing it. Still sticking with it. I didn't miss a day. It's better than the week prior. Though I do think I did more work the week prior. Not 100% sure. If I go to my Jira project, I don't think I'll show this, or my sprints rather. I'm sitting at, I think, yeah, okay. I'm basically keeping everything very bare bones right now in the project, right? I'm not worried about styling like basically at all besides, you know, okay, you have to style a card, so that's a card, right? And some, you know, basically just DOM functionality, right? That's really all that I'm focusing on. I'm not concerned about style whatsoever. So it looks very bad. Got unstyled lorem ipsums and what is it? Forget, just like white background, right? Like everything is default as can be, because that's not really what I'm concerned about right now. It is the thing that I dread, and eventually I will have to sit down and do that. But it's kind of like there's this video that I was watching about game development, and in order to make a game, you know, people treat all these different attributes as like, you know, separate pieces of the puzzle, but really the entirety of the game, you know, game design, programming, art, those are all along that line. But in reality, the game design is the core foundation of the game. It's really what you're doing if you're trying to figure out if it's a good game or not, is build a prototype. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like just going to build a prototype of this app and then make it more into the real deal. Right? So I am still MVP oriented. Probably, even though I haven't said that, and I think I've said I specifically don't want to do that. I don't want to end with an MVP. I want to end with a P. All right, or a VP. You know? Yeah, probably VP, not an MVP. For those who don't know, MVP stands for minimum viable product. I want to end with a viable product, or product viable product. I think viable product. I don't need this app to take off. All right, I need this app to be a thing. Right, that's what I want. I want to make a thing. Yeah, still going. Some resistance. I think this is the most resistance I've had internally. Like I said, I wanted to pivot. I don't want to pivot and find something else, but it did better than I had. So, yeah, no days off. Good stuff. But yeah, now on to day 26. I think I did 25 yesterday. I completed 25 days. Quarter of the way through. It's kind of wild. Even though I'm arguably further than quarter of the way through if I depending, or less than the quarter way through, depending upon how consistent I am. But man, that's some real progress. I mean, same thing with my semester. Like I'm over halfway done with the semester now. I was like, I'm already over halfway done with the semester. Wow. Yeah. Earlier on, probably feels more significant. When I'm 3/4 the way done with the semester, which is how it's how fractions work, right? you know, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Everything just seems like so much more impactful once you're over halfway because you're updating your fraction. Instead of saying, I'm a third, I'm a half, or I'm a quarter, I'm a third, I'm a half, right? And it's like 2/3. I'm 3/4. I'm 4/5, right? You can just keep going, which you don't really do on the way up, right? You just do one more. And, it's pretty big though. It's pretty big. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm gonna keep moving, keep programming, and hope things go well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.